How's it, team? My name's Zebediah. I'm a rapper, and I wrote a little poem at the poetry workshop yesterday. Quite proud of it. So here we go. Chilling at the Spirit Fest with my homie Rife, manifesting poetry with the best given from life. I was born for this. I'm a cosmic poet living as a human, writing forms of bliss like a pocket of union. My future me like a union tree, growing fruits of love and joy, planting seeds of freedom glee and harvesting the light from void. Living with unmatched power, flowering for eternity, growing and flowing until I die, returning to infinity. Dreams I dreamed up long ago, coming rushing in from forms of old. Past life karma turned to stardust, grounding into hot and cold. Frozen fire, melting liars, bringing truth forth from the sound. Shows that inspire selves to light up singing youth, the time is now. I move and groove with the flow so smooth, dancing without pain or shame and growing freedom wisdom brain. This pen is on fire, my soul desires union, growth, and gifts of truth. Watch me do my thing as freedom sings with songs of wings. Angels in my soul control me like a puppet with strings of light. I can't slow down, I'm shining now, so don't frown, just hold me down. I sound like heaven with flows of reverence that spring from my soul, maybe with a bit of moldy dancing as my tongue unfolds, rapping tracks of sappy joy, making happiness from the void. If a sunflower could speak, it'd be of power peaks and valley seas. Sowing dreams of freedom with a throat chakra beyond space and time. Roaring lines of lava from my volcano spirit and fire mind. How do I do it? I make music from nothing, I'm goodwill hunting. Growing my karma with positive action and passionately fulfilling. Overwhelming gratitude for life that grows and explodes more every day. My heart has never been more open and I'm hoping that boats will stay. Don't float away from me today. I'm made of presence, beauty, pain. My abundance comes flowing in to match my frequency, peace in me. Ask and you shall receive if freedom is your state of being. I feel like an artificial intelligence harnessing the wish of bliss. Angels in my crown chakra that come out of my throat for fun. This is Zebediah fire riding bliss in lines of sun. My future tastes like butterscotch and honeydew, yum. Smelling like a pie in the oven, baking once I'm done. Cooking in the kitchen with the wisdom ingredients. I make a pie of love and light and share it with the nieces. I'm showing up for me by writing down my dreams. Match it to a beat and flow roses down the stream. Make the people dance and wave their hands up in the sky. My tongue is like the sun that warms your soul with shine. I want you all to prosper like I fostered all the joy. I'll share it with you, unconditional, this wishing bowl of sight. Terence McKenna saying the truth that people don't want to hear. Just like me, I'll get on the stage and spit the bliss from fear. It came from deep inside, writing rhymes as I meditate. This pen is a sword, I swing in the dark like a night so great. I see you blooming beautiful, I'm so very proud of who you are. You've come so far, now you're like a star, shining light wherever you go. Eternal flow deep in my soul that pours from me when I get a pen. Write amends until the journey ends and I'm sent back to heaven. This life I live is a beautiful gift I won't take for granted. Keep going and create the life of dreams now that you've started.
Thanks for sharing that, Zeb, man. That's awesome.